This movie was so bad that I had to keep pausing it, stand up, and walk around the house because it was just so... Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. You guys doing good? Doing good? I'm doing good too. I'm glad you're doing good too. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the movie Black Adam. Now, before we even go on with this video, before I say anything further, for anyone watching this video is about to question me, be like, girls can't watch superhero movies, you don't know anything about DC comics, just a little bunch of shut up. Do me a favor, zip it. We don't want to hear it. I especially don't want to hear it. I mean, I can't exactly hear it, but you know what I mean. I don't want to read it. I don't want to hear it. Don't quiz me on it. Shut up. If you don't want to hear a girl talking about DC comic or Black Adam, happily exit out. Okay? I don't want to hear it. So, before I even get on it, shut up. Nobody wants to hear your pouty mouth. Go cry over there. Build me a ridge and cry me a river. Because I don't care. Now, since I got that out of the way, we're going to keep moving on with my review about Black Adam. Now, I did not see this in the movie theater. I don't personally like movie theaters. It's just too ugh. And I just want to yell in peace if the movie's bad. So, I came across on HBO Max and I was just like, okay, let's watch it. Because I've been wanting to watch this movie ever since it came out, I don't know when it came out. I don't keep track of those things. But ever since, like, leading up to the date that was supposed to come out or after it, I actually thought it looks decent. It looks decent to me. I thought it was going to be, like, a potential of a DC movie to bring back DC Comics franchise up in the air. Because, let's be honest, some of the DC movies has been... It's been going down, boo-boo. And that makes me so sad because I love DC. I'm a DC girl. Just a little bit of Marvel, but DC is where it hits. I love DC comics. I read it, watched the movies, all that jazz. So I was hoping this was bringing it up because, let's be honest, the live actions have not been good. And there's a few that I did not watch, like The Joker. I never watched that, but it just did not look good to me. And I always question why they always have villain stories as movies when they try to make them as a hero and stuff like that. I personally don't like that. I find that very dumb and a waste of time of making those kind of movies because they don't stick to the story. And that's what happened with Black Adam. Yo, this movie really got me. You know, it was just pin in the pop. You know, whatever this thing is, it really pissed me off. I have to literally stop the movie, take a deep breath, and be like, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Don't want to punch the TV and stuff like that because I like my TV. You know, I don't want to punch it. I'm not wasting another $500 on the TV. No, I didn't break a TV. Joking. Yeah, as I was watching this movie, instantly the first 5 minutes of the movie, I'm already gone. Like, I hate it already. I don't know. For me, the first 5 minutes is extremely important in the movie. How you start it off will literally show the rest of the movie. Like, it could be the most boring beginning ever, but it tells you a little bit of what's gonna happen. In the movie, there's just a little. It happens in most movies, basically, depending on the genre. Now, for the superhero movies, they always do that wacky beginning, this certain person is going to be leading to the superhero, and we'll wake them up and stuff like that. And that's what happens. They brought Black Adam, they woke him up, but, there was just so much in this movie I'm trying to gather in my head. I'm just like, you guys really like this? But apparently not, from what I've seen. there's always that one girl and one boy in the movie that's gonna be like the main character along with the superhero. It's always that one dumb kid and that one dumb mom. It's always a mom and a son. It's always that. And I am so sick of that storyline. It's the same storyline over and over. It's getting repetitive. Like with all the superhero movies, it's the same now. Like, it's slowly starting to become a little bit like Marvel with Captain America and stuff like that. How, oh, it's being a strong, bad thing. They're now good and all that. It's just flex their muscles and just like, no, I'm not good for the world. That was like Black Adam. And I'm going to be honest, The Rock, Dwayne Rock, the person who plays Black Adam, I'm not scared to say this because I feel like people are going to come after me if I say this because I know how loyal his fan base, but I'm going to say it. The Rock cannot act. I'm sorry. He sucks at acting. I've never watched a movie with The Rock that I was like, yeah, good job. That was good acting. Like if it was a Disney movie, I'm like, yeah, it's good. But anything else, he doesn't do a good job. I feel like what he's known for is his muscles and The Rock. So when they cast The Rock, I was shocked. I'm like, he has no range. Like there's nothing to look on and be like, yeah, he could be Black Adam. And he did horrible in this movie. This man didn't even try. He literally did the exact same facial expression. Like this man looks like he's constipated throughout this movie and just waiting to poop. I swear God, I keep saying he looks constipated because he's just so constipated. Just like, that's like his face kind of. Like the entire movie or he just like this the entire time. I'm just like, do something else. Show some emotions in your character or in the scene. Act like you care. Because apparently he cares so much about this role in trying to get on it, but failed miserably. I feel like he just wanted to do a superhero movie and be like, yeah, I did a superhero movie. I feel like he did that because In and Out. He did terrible. This movie was terrible. There was no plot. There was no story. It was just the same old blah. It's like your usual superhero movie. It just kept going worse and worse. Like there were so many plot holes in this movie. I was just like, okay, but what about this? Or what about that? And mind you, this movie went for 2 hours. Those are the 2 hours that I will never get back in my life, and I wish I can. I want to go back in time, slap the shit out of myself, be like, don't watch this movie because you're going to hate it. I was so innocent before those 2 hours. I was enjoying my breakfast. Now I have to watch this stupid ass movie that I hate so much. DC, get your shit together! Like this brings a bad name of fans. Like, the only thing that's good is the video games, the animation, the story, but you can't even do a live action? So I'm moving on with this movie. Again, as mentioned with the mom and the kid, they're like, oh my God, I'm trying to save my country and save my son. Go save my son. No, this crown is mine. When there's literally a superhero telling you, hey, this crown is bad. Give it to me. And she's like, no, I don't have it. It's from my country. And the kid ends up getting it. And of course, he gets kidnapped. Your usual typical storyline. No up and down, it's just a flat line that's going. Why is there always that one dumb kid in the movie be like, I have to see him? I'm sorry, you are literally a kid. He is a god, demigod I should say. He is a demigod. What are you, a human being, gotta do for him? Get yourself even more trouble? Because that's what you were doing this entire movie. Getting yourself in trouble. It's just like this stupid kid. Like, shut up. Why is your mama not telling you not to do it? Like, I blame the mom too. Like, this is your fault. This is why your son is about to die or about to this and that. Like, all you had to do was listen to the other superheroes. Speaking of the superhero, oh my god, what's up with the Justice Society? That's not even the correct Justice Society. Like, don't even get me started on Dr. Fate. Why? Or Hawkman. Those two I wasn't mad about the most. I don't care about Atom Smasher or Psychoplasm, whatever those two. Those two were so unnecessary. Like, why are you pushing for a love story in that movie? It was so unnecessary. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody wants that. And also, why are you trying to be funny at the same time too? Like, this movie kept trying to be funny, and it kept falling flat every time they do it, and I was just so done with them trying to be funny. Like, stop trying to be funny. Like, it doesn't work, as you can tell by now. It just does not work in the movie. A love story does not work, and trying to be funny does not work either. Now, we're going back to Hawkman and Dr. Fate. We're going to move on to those two. We already talked about Black Adam. Now, Dr. Fate and Hawkman are like one of the best superheroes ever. They can fight, they can do this and that. They're top dog. So the way they were portrayed in this movie was so upsetting. They seem like they're weak or they're newbies or something. Now for Atom Smasher, I understand it because he's technically a newbie. But for Dr. Fate and Hawkman, why did you make them seem like they're weak? They're powerful. Especially Dr. Fate, like, this is the Lord of Chaos. Lord of Order. Sorry, I watched too much Justice. It got into my head. He's literally a Lord of Order. And you're gonna make him, like, seem weak and all that? What? Like, stop. Like, for me, I feel like they were trying to make Dr. Fate like Doctor Strange, even though they're similar, but they're completely different. And they were trying to make him as Dr. Fate, and I did not like that. Because you can tell they looked at Dr. Fate like, yeah, he's Dr. Fate. No, they're completely different, but they're similar in little ways. Now, for Hawkman, now, for me, anyone that knows me, I follow Martian Manhunter, I follow Hawkgirl, and I also follow Hawkman. I follow those three mainly. And Miss Martian too. Storylines. Because I love those storylines. And for Hawkman not to have his wings like he normally does. The wings are a part of him. Not a part of the suit. Like, what? I was, like, the whole time I was just like, where are his wings? Where are his wings? And then when they do show his wings, then I'm like, part of the suit? What? It's not a part of his suit. It's literally part of him. He's Hawkman. And he's one of the best fighters and warriors. Like, he's literally a warrior. A soldier, I should say, in his galaxy. Like, he's top notch with Black Canary. So why, again, you're making him look weak? When he's not weak, like, he can easily beat Black Adam. Same thing with Dr. Fate. They can both easily take him down. So why do they have to pretend him to be weak? Like, no. That's not even correct. Like, for the whole Justice Society thing was not even correct. That's not the right member. I feel like they just put anyone that they could find and just... Like, this whole movie is completely a mess. There's, again, no storyline, no plot, no absolutely nothing. It just kept falling flat. They could have done so much with this movie, and I feel like they did more in the marketing into that movie. Just, like, the graphics were great. Like, it was amazing, but there were some moments that were like, this is unnecessary, this is unnecessary. Oh, speaking of graphics, what's up with the slow motions? The slow motion kept, like, it was off guard for me. Like, why are you keep doing slow motions in the movie? There were so many unnecessary slow motion that I don't want to see this person's face up close. You could have done so much more. In fact, you could have done it less. They kept doing slow motion throughout this movie, and I feel like that's the reason why this movie went a little bit longer, because of the slow motion, because there was so much of it that was ruining the scene for me. Like, there were some moments that some scenes that were like potentially good until the slow motion came in and it ruined it. Again, they could have done so much better. They could have taken their time doing this movie. It felt rushed doing this movie. I feel like they could have done better with the casting, better with the storyline. They could have done this properly, and they did not do this properly. They did not portray Black Adam correctly. Like, they could have gotten a proper actor for Black Adam and not The Rock, because he did not do it well. Everyone did horribly. My rating for this movie would have to be 2 out of 10. 1 for the visual, and yeah, it's just the visuals. That's pretty much that I liked about it. The visuals and the CGI was good. Like, anything visual, it was good. But other than that, everything was bad. I don't recommend this movie. In fact, I told everyone that I know that does superheroes, I'm like, don't watch this movie. You'll never get your 2 hours life back. Oh my god, I completely forgot the thing that pissed me off the most was that cutscene at the ending when they brought Henry at the end as Superman. Oh my god. Whew. Yo, I was so, at first I was like, oh my god, it's my baby. Like, I love him. Like, he's phenomenal. Like, I love his acting from The Witcher and all that. But then I got pissed and I'm like, you cut him off as Superman for this. Like, they literally brought him back for this one cutscene, and he's not even gonna be Superman. Like, well, what's the point then? Like, as in a goodbye for the fans or something. Like, my heart broke in that moment. I was like, how dare you? And The Rock didn't even want to do a cutscene for the Shazam. That tells you who took it more seriously, too. Okay. That's all I have to say for my review officially. I'm going to end it here because I feel like this could be an hour-long rant. But that is all. Did you watch this movie? If you do, let me know down in the comments down what you think. And did you watch this movie? Do you want to watch this movie? Let me know down in the comments below. And that's pretty much it. So, stay hydrated. Have a good night. Good morning. Just have a good one. Okay? And bye.